I'm going to show you how you can make your own better, cheaper version of this bait bucket.
Nice.
Laid out on the table, I've got a 5-gallon bucket of my choice. I've got the Plano bucket topper, which is very important. That's your main thing that you're going to need. 2 bubble boxes.
I love Bubble Buddy!
Got a big one and a small one. I'm not going to be using the small one. I'll explain why, but the small one might be beneficial for your build. I've also got the Aqualife bubble diffuser. I've got some batteries. So I chose the bucket topper because it has a lot of features for what I need it to do. And I also did not like that the other bait bucket left the bubble box that they had exposed to the elements. I tend to throw my bait bucket in the bed of my truck and it's constantly getting rained on and getting water in it. So they really don't last. Fuck! This bucket topper costs $14 at Bass Pro Shop, but you can find it on Amazon for 11 bucks. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up your bucket topper and you're going to take these 2 trays out. There's going to be 1 tray on each side. Once you take the trays out, you're going to be left with 2 big compartments, just like this. Next thing you're going to want to do is get a cutting tool and you're going to want to cut off the bottom of one of the 2 compartments. When you open up one of the flaps, one of the compartments is already going to be marked for a cutout area. But the issue I had with this was that it wasn't big enough for me to really fit my hand through to get bait out of the bucket. So I took a little bit more off. Always make sure you guys wear gloves, that way you don't lose your fingers and have to use them as bait. Take a break and crack a cold one. For the next step, you're going to need a drill. You're going to want a bit just big enough to drill a hole in the other compartment for you to fit your air line through. You're going to be left with something like this. Be careful when you cut the bottom off. Make sure you don't take too much. You want to leave some of these ribs on here so that you can fit your tray back in. I have 2 aerators here. I have a Baby Bubbles and I have a much larger bubble box. There's pros and cons to each one. If you use the Baby Bubbles, you'll be able to put your tray back in over top when you set it in there and you run your line. With the larger one, you won't be able to fit your tray back into this side, but you'll get a much longer run time. I'm deciding to go with the larger aerator. Take your air hose and pass it through the hole that you drilled in the compartment. I drilled mine here right off to the side. It prevents water from getting up into the compartment. Don't forget to put batteries in your aerator. Next, you're going to want to get your stone and put it on the end of your line. I'm going with the Aqualife bubble diffuser. You don't have to use this. It's just my choice.
My choice! My choice! My choice!
Place your stone in your bucket. Put your lid back on. All of this for under $40. Follow for more fishing tips and hacks.